What is up, YouTube boys and girls? Today I'm gonna introduce you to a product I've been kind of wanting to get for my truck for quite a while. Let me close my knife here. It's a deck system for your truck. It's a drawer system, and for those of you who know me, I like to do some custom stuff to my truck and that every now and then. And I'd been watching deck systems for quite a while, and we're putting it in a 2017 Black Widow with a 6-inch lift on it. It's harder, the older I get, it's harder for me to get in and out of it, and I'll take you around here and I'll show you some of the stuff inside the truck and how it's cluttered, and I want to get all this stuff. Let me turn you around here. As you can see, I've got a blanket for, so I don't scratch stuff in the bed, or I can cover it or whatever. I've got 2 DeWalt bags. I've got my Husky tool, all my wrenches, everything's in there. I got a tow or a strap over there for, I guess they call them Yankum ropes. I got my, roll of, it's got wrenches, it's got what have you, and I want to get all this clutter out of the inside. I've got this bag here that's just got miscellaneous junk in it. A lot of times I put my towels and things in it. I got my first aid kit is what's in the red deal over there. If you look in the doors, there's just miscellaneous auto stuff. I've got my ball hitches down here. I got my extension for my trailer so I don't, cut it too short. I've got my trailer light, what do you want to call it, extension or whatever. You can go either or. My small trailer takes this particular one. So, it's just a clutter. And those of you that know me here lately, I've been in the kick of doing a lot of, what do I want to say, the different organization and stuff. And you'll have to forgive me, I'm trying to play around with 2 cameras and that, and it's kind of hard. I noticed the one on the tripod went off. Let me unpack this, kind of show you what I have, and we'll just kind of go from there. This system is for short bed. You can get with Decked, and go on their websites where I went, and it was a matter of 5 or 6 days and I had it. I'd ordered a couple extra things, containers. It comes with everything you need to get started, but I wanted a little extra. So let me unbox you here, try to find the other tripod, and we'll just go from there. And I'm going to check my other phone. This may be kind of haphazardly right now. Like I said, I'm trying both phones, and I'm trying new things, so just bear with me and forgive the crow. There's a crow out here chewing me out, I guess. Get you turned around here and hopefully y'all can see. Let me move this to where you can see. And it's about 39 degrees out here, so you'll have to forgive me. The stuff is well boxed. Throw the cardboard off to the side. And we'll kind of lay it out for you, get some idea. and it's packed in here quite well. Like I said, I'm just gonna kind of lay it out. Kind of nice. They send you an Allen decked with the kit. I have watched several videos on this, so you'll have to forgive me if I don't use the instructions. Maybe when we add the handles and things, I'll go more into it and that, and we'll just go from there. Basically, this kit, it comes with everything you need, you know, and that's what I liked about this particular kit. It's one of the better ones. It's made in the USA. There's all your hardware. They suggest, let me put you up here so I can talk to you. They suggest that you not use impact wrenches and what have you, but you know basically what you need, what you know, how to be a little bit cautious. Everybody's used impacts and that. Just put it on your lowest settings. I've got the impact Milwaukee 1/4 and 1/2. I believe it's 1/2. The electric ratchets, you can get them to where you need to and then come back and torque them down with a regular wrench. You guys know the drill on that stuff. You know, a lot of this stuff is plastic and that, and you can strip it out. They do give you a few extra, I believe it is. Not many, but it tells you in the instructions, and I've heard numerous people say that you got to be really careful with this stuff. So just be cautious, and you know how tight it is, or you know you could set your wrench for the tightness and stuff. It's pretty self-explanatory. Let me put you down here again. This is all your hardware you'll need. Put this in there for now. There's your instruction booklet. I'm going to take these and set these off to the side. What I like about them, they've got handles on them. Get this one up and out of there. Set this off to the side. This is your drawers here. They're pretty hefty, so don't be a wimp. You know, the older I get, the worse it is for me to pick stuff up, move it around, but you can pull them apart, so it's not so cumbersome. And like I said, it's very well packed. It is a USA company. I don't know if I've said that. And I want you to understand, people, Decked is not sponsoring me for this at all. I just chose to do this video. You know, I'm an older gentleman. I don't know how many Decked videos is out there. I just thought that I'd just take you along. I kind of been wanting this, and I just thought I'd bring you along. It's pretty self-explanatory. Anybody can do it. That's DIY. Just take your time, and yeah. Let me get the rest of this out of here, and we'll just go from there. And like I said, it's about 29, 30 degrees out here, so you'll have to forgive me if you hear me huffing and puffing. We have a high of possibly 50 today, but it's just, you know, we'll see if it gets there or not. I don't know if you can see my breath. It's not too bad right here in the sun, so that's why I kind of decided to do it right here. But overall, this is going to be your heaviest part, I believe. This is, and let me take you off the camera here and I'll show you. Move you around here. If you'll notice, it's got labels, your right side and your left side. So, you know, you can't really mess it up. There's the drawer system that fits all in your truck. You know, it's, you can see now that, you know, it's kind of spread out, and that's the old toolbox I had in there that opened and closed. I gotta take the brackets off up there, but I think I'm going to try to put it in with this. We'll just see what happens. And like I said, you're going to have to bear with me. I'm trying to walk through this, plus explain it to you, plus be able to do it. And it's harder than it looks, guys. Like I said, you'll have to forgive me. I'm just trying to figure it out as we go. So let me figure these sides out the way I need to put everything, and I think I've got some of it backwards, and we'll just go from there. Trying to get this stuff out of here so I can get this big box out of my way. All right, I'm going to pause you for a minute, figure this out, and we'll go from there. Okay, guys. A little bit change of plans. As you can see, the sky it's starting to clear off a little bit, but I was about ready to get a rainstorm, I thought, so I had to pause you. My cameras, one of them fell over, so I'm just going to kind of show you the finished product here. I'll show you how I'm doing the drawers and things. Sorry about that. I'm going to try to finish it up. Now the sun's deciding to come out. It's fairly brisky out here still yet. I don't even know what it is. Probably still around 30, 40 degrees. It's supposed to get to 50 today, but my luck, I take the day off and got a little overcast. Like I said, the sun's coming back out. Maybe it'll warm things up here. I'm going to put you on the tripod. Hopefully it's not so cold that the phone won't work. One of the phones went off, wouldn't stay on. I had it kind of in the wind and it also blew over. So we're just going to do one camera and just go from there. We'll finish this up and I'll show you what I'm doing. And hopefully this will work out. Hopefully you guys can see, you know, it is, I don't know if you understand the detail. I mean, it's fairly simple to put this kit in and everything. You could do it by yourself. It would help if you had somebody. I've been using this to tighten everything, and then I come back and I don't anchor them down real well, and then I just ratchet it like a ratchet. Be very careful. Like I said, this stuff is composite, I guess, or plastic, whatever you want to call it. But overall, it's fairly sturdy. I've had some of them fall down. I've had, you know, I kind of knocked it off my stand here. So just be aware of your surroundings and, you know, just go slow. I was trying to hurry because I thought it was going to rain on me. We had a real bad cloud cover really quick, and I was starting to worry that I was going to get some bad weather, but it looks like it's going to turn off to be maybe a decent day. But I'll go ahead and show you what I'm doing, and we'll just go from there. Right now, and I'll move the camera a little closer so y'all can see. I don't know if you can see these down here. These brackets you have to put on, tighten up. That's for your, I guess it's a little bit more of your, for your wheel casters. You've got a big wheel and you have a smaller wheel. The smaller one goes to the front, and I'll show you here in a minute, but it really helps if you've got one of these plastic rubber clamps, or any clamp will do, and clamp it in the center of your drawer. That will help you level everything out, and you can keep it in a, what do I want to say, to where you're not fighting it. They suggest in the instructions to use a piece of wood. I opted to use a clamp because that's what I had. A piece of wood, if you don't have, you know, a clamp or something, that would probably be your best bet. You get these long Allen deals, and it comes with, if I can find it, haven't misplaced it, it may be in this other drawer. Not sure what I did with it, but I'll find it. I'll show you. You just use that Allen screwdriver that they give with it. I don't know what I did with it. That's funny. But these go on the side here, or I should say, yeah, on the back side. And then one goes here. You don't have any washers or anything. I'm really not sure what I did with that. And I've been tightening all this stuff down, making sure. make sure everything's good and tight and that. And you know, doing a video and trying to show you guys and doing this for my first time, it's more difficult than what you really realize. I thought I could do, you know, 2 cameras and I was going to edit it all. Like I said, I lost the one camera. It fell over. Luckily, it didn't break my old phone. I was just going to try to piece it together to where, you know, you had different angles, but it didn't work out for me. And you know, that's one thing you have to understand when you're doing these videos, that not everything works out for you. Let me try to find that screwdriver, and it's right here, right in front of me, and we'll try tightening these down, and I'll show you, I guess. And your big wheels are to the back, and all you do is just tighten these up. I was thinking about putting Loctite on these, but I think if you have to replace them, it probably wouldn't be a good idea. You could probably put some of the lighter stuff for Loctite on them, but I think that'll be plenty good and tight. I noticed on mine, and I may have to get some different ones, my tailgate, let me move you up here where you can see me. If you'll notice, my tailgate sits up a little higher. They do make a piece to where you can lower your tailgate, or not so strong of deal. I think I replaced these and put the heavier duty ones, and I may see if I can find my older ones. What it is when this drawer pulls out, on some of them, I don't know if it's all the Chevys and things, and this one's not going to probably drag. It does right here a little bit. If you got a little weight in it, it might. But I think it'd be fine. You know, it opens and closes just fine. Use my tools here. There's a brace that goes across the bottom also. I haven't got it in. But overall, it's fairly an easy process. It's just time consuming. And like I said, if you have somebody that can help you, that would be great. You know, I picked probably the wrong type of year to do this, because it's very, very cold out here, and I'm about ready to freeze my butt off. But we'll go ahead and put this other drawer in, and I'll go from there. And I may time lapse you, or I just may explain as I go. I was trying to keep everything to where I knew where everything was at. These drawers are very, very hefty. I'll put it that way. I mean, you can pick them up and you just slide it in this crack right here. Now I want you to understand, one of the drawers comes with a handle and one of them don't, and I think that's because of shipping, so they can stack them inside one another. And it's probably also so you have a good idea of what you have to do to replace the handles or what have you. Like I said, what I ever did with my other clamp, I've got this clamp, and what I've been doing for the drawers, and I don't know if you can see, I've just been clamping it right there in the center, taking my wheels, and hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing here. Try to get to the side here so you can see. Try not to cross thread it. it'll fairly, you know whether it's going in or not. Take my glove off here, and I try to usually get it started if I can. I don't know if y'all can see. There's one side. See if I can get this other one started. And I noticed you want to kind of get this wheel up inside this groove here, and it fits almost perfect with your bed groove you have in your bed, to where you don't have to worry about it dragging or whatever. It's just getting it started is the hardest part. And that's the main thing. They're long-winded, and I've been putting some torque down on it. And there you have it. You just let go of it, and your drawer slides right out. And like I said, you can notice a little bit it drags. I'm probably not going to worry about it too bad. I'm just going to make sure dirt and stuff, and my tailgate's scuffed up anyway. I know there's what we call mall crawlers. There's a lot of vehicles out there that people just drive them around and things. I use my truck. I don't abuse it, but I use, and it's got scratches, dings, it's aggravating that you get a few of them, but I'm not totally going to baby my truck. That's what I bought a truck for, is to use it. That's why I wanted the drawer system for it. And like I said, these guys are not sponsoring me or anything. I just wanted some organization. You've seen the inside of my cab of my truck, and if I can throw that stuff here, I can throw plywood up here if I want, a few 2x4s. When I do DIY stuff, I very seldom put, I think the heaviest thing that I've had in here is probably that Milwaukee cabinet. And I think one time I went and got some concrete, and I wished I'd have never done it because it made a mess in the bed of the truck, but I digress. These do not come with the locks. You got to order the locks extra, and I found some locks that I'm going to order. They're not near as expensive. If you want to lock them up, they do have blanks that you could stick in here. I think it'll be fine. Once your tailgate's up, it's not going to matter because your tailgate, and I have a tonneau cover, so yeah, we'll just go from there. And I'll show you supposedly the plugs. They've got a little ornament on them. I'll show you here if I can get my pocket knife out. And hopefully I won't cut my finger. This is very sharp. But it's got a little flag on it. I'll show you guys. It's got a little flag on it. They have these for all of your camo cans that are on the side. It's just one of them deals that you could order the locks. I think it's 2 locks for like $55. So it'd get pretty pricey. You'd have 2, 4, 6 of them. It'd get fairly pricey. I'll probably just use these for now. Like I said, I found some locks that you're not going to keep a whole lot of people out. If they want in there, they're going to get in there. Let me show you. You have this rubber for keep it watertight. And if you'll notice, it says this side faces cab. Make sure that you do it the way they tell you. Otherwise, there's a possibility of water and stuff getting in here. The front half is sealed fairly tight, and it's up against the cab, but there's a piece that goes across the back of the drawer itself. These are pretty self-explanatory. You have to get kind of a little bit violent with it, or you have to push down fairly hard. And once again, I don't know, it only comes with one of these. You've got wasted space. If you don't have this little part here, you can put a container, and I'll show you that blue container that I got from Lowe's, and that's why I bought it. I probably am not going to get any more stuff. I may order a few things, but I'll show you some of the stuff that I got with it, and we'll just go from there once I get the drawer system, get it all put together. I got a few other things, and I'll show you the ammo can and kind of turn you around here so you can see. But there's the seal, and it's facing towards the cab, and this little groove up here, it fits tight up against it, and you got to give it a little push, and I think once you start moving around and stuff, it'll be just fine, lock into place. Let me get the other one on. Let me get the metal piece for that. This is the bottom. And this may be a little bit tougher to get in there. And guys, don't be afraid to look at the instructions. I know us guys have a habit of not wanting to look at the instructions. Off and on, I've watched videos and things on this. Off and on, I go back to the instructions. I know some of us, it hurts our pride, or we just don't think we need instructions. Most of the time, I toss the instructions off to the side. With me, that's, this is the first thing that I've really had to pay real close attention to the instructions, because I just assumed certain things was to go certain places, and I had to take it back apart because of the screws that I thought was supposed to go there was used on another part of it. So just pay attention to your instructions. The only thing I can tell you. All right, let me see what all we have here. And it's got this nice little badge, and you can, I had noticed another gentleman that had done one of the deck systems. He had one that was a sandy color, and the handles, I have not yet seen them. I would like to get them eventually, but this deck logo is, this is part of it. Supposedly one of them is you could use as a can opener. I don't think this particular one has it. I don't see any place where you could do that, but put my gloves back on here. It's getting a little chilly. I'm very disappointed the day didn't turn out the way I thought it should have. You know, it was one of them things that was supposed to be nice today, and I took the day off to do this, and I'm not real sure what the temperature is, but and that will also pull all this together. Oh, shoot. Somewhere I have an Allen. It's supposed to fit all this. And you will have a few extra parts left over. I think they give you a few extras. It all depends. Well, I guess I didn't bring the right one out. I know there's an Allen around here somewhere. Let me regroup and I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. I'm not real sure on how this plate I believe I got it wrong down here at the bottom. I only got 3 of the set screws for the top. I noticed, well, the bottom one, you have just enough for this. We'll get this on there. I'm getting ahead of myself. And I'm sorry, I'm jumping around and kind of not knowing really what's going on. This drawer here is fitting pretty snug, and I can see, and I may not have it leveled right. The drawer's kind of loose. This one's fairly decent in there. I don't know why this one's so loose. You know, I thought I got everything leveled out when I had it, but you know, you may have to go back, and I haven't got the tie downs, and that's these here turnbuckles, so, and that may be part of it. And like I said, I misspoke on these. Right now I only have 3 of them. I don't know why. And I may have just lost one, and I think I found it right in front of my face once again. These here, you're going to have to put a little pressure on them to get them started. I would recommend that you kind of get them set. That way you don't have to worry about whether or not the holes line up. And these I'd be very careful with, because they go into the plastic. That one I almost stripped the head of it out. And that may be why this one, I never even give it any thought. I haven't even got the handle on that. So that's my bad, people. Like I said, you'll just have to forgive me. This is very difficult to do a video, explain to you guys what's going on. You know, I'm a simple man. Sometimes I got to show myself or fail a few times, but once again, make sure that you're when you put this on, that you get this facing towards the cab. Otherwise, you're gonna get water and stuff in there. And make sure you get everything lined up. And like I said, you're gonna have to put some pressure on this. And if you ever messed with old cars and things, that's almost like the old car molding that goes around the doors. I may be dating myself, but that fits a lot better. That locks it in place. So yeah, that's probably what I need to do there. Let me try this latch system, and then we'll get up there and I'll kind of show you, give you an idea. I think I'm going to pause you here, go get me something to drink, and maybe something to snack on, and I'll get back with you. Okay, people, I'm back. Sorry about the delay. Had some challenges with the latch. You know, first time, so I just went ahead and shut it off. For you heard some obscenities, and like I said, I try not to cuss on my channel, and that, but you know, if you don't do this for the first time, you really don't know what you're doing. And I was kind of green. I'm going to show you the deck system. I don't have it totally organized. Move some stuff here, move it out of the way so I can open these drawers. Once again, people, you're just gonna have to take your time. do it on a warmer day. It's been fairly chilly for me, but I only get one day off, so we work through it. Let me spin you around. All right, guys, this is the deck system. I put some stickers on it that I got, and then I got some stickers from some Rhino straps and that. These are your day rings. I put one up there, one here, and then I moved another one in the middle on that side over there. This is a ammo can deal I got from Lowe's, and we'll open the drawers here. This is what came with it. The way I've got this set up, these are like small toolboxes. They are waterproof to a certain extent. I want you all to understand that these are not totally watertight, dust resistant and that, you know. I'm sure these are because they have seals. I really don't know. They got the quick opening if I don't tear it up. The white one's the same way, or tan one, whatever. I'm going to buy the dividers, I think, for this one. The way I've got this set up is these will have to lift out of here. These are all my straps, plus I've got more in that other box over there. This one's going to have to slide forward for me to get into it, but it has dividers and things. The only biggest bitch I really have about this is I was hoping to be able to, and I'll go over to the other box. I've got, you know, you can order, I don't know if you can see it very well, but you know, I've got some stuff down in here, my gloves. I've got a couple extra balls I'm going to put down in here, but this other side will explain it a little better. You can order this part here, but the only thing is I would lose all this space in here. I don't know if you can see it very well. These are the ammo cans that I got from Lowe's that go in that little tray. I'd like to use that little tray, but it takes up so much room. I can't use these dividers because it's so long. This way I can kind of throw these in here, and if I want to move them and pull anything else out, I can. I've got my smaller toolkit in here. I also have a toolkit that has my ratchets and all my sockets in. I was hoping I could put it in here and get it out of the cab. I can't do that because it takes up almost all this space. It'd be wasted space. And the other complaint I have is I'm losing I don't have enough height for my chemicals, like my wheel spray and stuff. And I was thinking about maybe putting it down in here, because that's going to be a little bit of wasted space. I don't know if you can see it or not. I was thinking about that. Or I was thinking about maybe with these stake pockets, that's what I'm calling them, here. And you can see the hole up here. I'll go up here and show you. This stake pocket, you could order them, but I may make something that will fit down in there that I can keep all of my chemicals and things like that. That'll give you some idea. But all the chemicals and things like that, I just got to figure out the organization on it. And you'll have to think it out, you know, yourself. It's not going to hold everything. I was hoping to get my big tool bag and what have you out of the cab of the truck and into these crates and things, but I just have too much stuff in there. The only other thing I know I could do is them smaller toolboxes, is move everything over into them. that's just, you know, your preference, you know, what you want to do. Like I said, it's been a challenging day for me. The weather hasn't been very well. It's still 41 degrees out here. I was hoping it was going to be a little bit warmer, but I struggled through it, you know, got a little bit of cold feet and cold hands and the sniffles. But other than that, you know, you could do this in a couple hours. You know, I took my time in that, so it took me a little longer. Like I said, you know, I'm getting older, so I've taken a few breaks, and hopefully this video will help you out. I know I haven't explained everything, and stuff kind of got jumped around and what have you. You know, overall, you know, I've heard so many people bitch that, oh, well, it's taking up, you know, truck space, and I utilize my cab. You know, a lot of this stuff was up in the truck of my cab. I got it out of there. It's not in the bed of it's now in the bed of the truck, in drawers. It's organized a little bit. I'm not losing that much space. If I still want to put a sheet of plywood or 2x4s, I can still do the DIY stuff. And I don't use my truck as much now that I'm older as I would if I was a younger man. And I still have plenty of room. I've got tonneau cover that will lock. Hopefully, I got another video coming out. I'm going to add it's like a roll bar, but it's got extra storage there. And I'm hoping maybe I can take some of this other stuff, put it up in that I don't use, like my straps and things. I've got a jack I got to add to this. So, you know, put down your comments if you'd like to see that. If not, we'll go back to the car thing. But, you know, I try to be diversified on my videos and things, and, you know, kind of share different things. And you know, I'm into the car stuff. I like to get to messing with my lathe and things and some metal stuff. So I'd like to share that with you, but put in the comments down below if you'd like to see that. Overall, I think this has turned out quite well. Like I said, you're going to have to take your time. Make sure you read the instructions. I really struggled. Almost a half hour, 45 minutes. Watched a few YouTube universities. Deck has a really good video out there, and there's another gentleman, I can't think of his name. He's the one that I finally got on to figure out the latch. It's, you know, I made a bigger deal out of it than what it is, but if you're like me, impatient, I have no patience for stuff like that. It aggravates me. I get flustered, and I know I shouldn't be that way, but it's just one of them things that, you know, you got to work through it. The latches and things are metal. I know there's a lot of people saying that there's you know, they're plastic or they're, you know, cheap, but they're not really. Overall, just take your time. There's a few mistakes. I stripped out one of the deals. I got carried away, ratcheting down, and I wasn't even using the impact on that one. I was just using a ratchet, and I put too much torque on it, and I made it, you know, I don't know if it was cross-threaded or what, but it was spinning. It's up towards the front, so it's not going to really matter. But, you know, it's a big mistake. If you wonder why I'm getting distracted, guys, I'll show you here real quick. This little varmint decided to walk over my Challenger and lay down. I don't know whose cat it is or whatever. I don't like to be mean to animals. I'm going to shoo him off. And, you know, it's just one of them things that when you have animals around and things, you know, they're going to climb on your vehicles. I don't care for it, but anyway, he's gone now, so just kick a little one of my ladders a little bit and he run off. But anyway, I got sidetracked. That's really all I have for you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and put down in the comments if you'd like to see more videos like this on, you know, the truck stuff or things that I do to my vehicles. I know a lot of times I show you my toolbox and different things, but yeah, that's really all I have for you today. This is probably going to be a long video, spliced up, but if you're interested in Dex system, get on Dex.com. I got them directly from them. They did not sponsor me or anything. I'd been wanting this for a while to get the crap out of my truck, and I got a good share of it. Not like I'd like to have. I guess I'm just a pack rat. A lot of this stuff I do use, and there's some things that I got towards the front that I don't. But enough said. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. God bless, and have a blessed day.